Or Malin should have taken that one. Bazusto to Ashman with a bandaged wrist now, I notice, and a short pass effective to Ditchburn at half forward. Carlton's only goal to date in the match has come from a free kick, and that was to Justin Madden when it was applied downfield in the first quarter. So Ditchburn 45 metres out, directly in front, kicking into the breeze, dropping a little bit short, knocked away by Dempsey. Good defence towards the pocket, picked up by Harms. Long handball to Malin, who fumbles twice. That's twice in 30 seconds he's fumbled Malin. This gives North Melbourne the chance. It's taken away for the Kangaroos by Kelly. Dool and Jonas. Dool with the fist again. Bortolotto is there. Jonas's handball effective to Atkins. He could score from there. A shot in towards the 10-metre square off the hands of the pack, and it's through for one behind to the Kangaroos. They lead now by 21 points.
A vast improvement in Ditchman's play this year too, Peter. He's leading beautifully, getting away from Moore last week and doing similar today against Dent.
He's very fast over 10 or 15 metres, isn't he? The big arms of Madden go up and he drags down an easy mark. Short pass to no one in particular. Korkamulis fumbling out of bounds. Well, Carlton not doing much right at the moment. I don't know why Madden didn't go for the long kick, because there was no one there to pass the ball to. Let's see what he can do with this ruck duel. McCann provides the opposition. Down to Ashman. Korkamulis again, left centre wing. Another shocking kick by the Blues. This one will roll out of bounds, adjacent to the players' interchange area.
Out of bounds about 70 metres around from the Carlton goal. Their 1 goal won 7 points to North Melbourne 4-4-28. Into this quarter just over the 2-minute mark. Knocked out that time by Madden, doing a lot better against Dempsey than Fitzpatrick was. Out it is to Crazy Horse. Carlton, he can't pick it up. And once again it's forced out of bounds. A little closer to the Carlton goal, about 30 metres around, in that towards the forwards pocket position. It'll be Dempsey and Justin Madden. Dempsey got that one to Korkamulis. Out it comes now, a chance for Ramsey to pick it up. He's put off balance that time by Marquezani. A good hand pass. Korkamulis to Bazusto, a snap for goal. And this looks good, it's a goal. So Carlton fighting back now. North Melbourne interchange player coming off, I think, is Fairley. And to go onto the ground now will be Holt. So Carlton won 2 goals, 1-13 to North Melbourne 4-4-28. Well, even though the breeze is blowing down to the end that North Melbourne are kicking to, we see Korkamulis spin into the pack. Get the ball back there to Marquezani. Put Demetrio out of business nicely. And that was a good hand pass coming from Korkamulis. The ball back towards the centre of the ground. Madden again got the knockout. He's made the difference since he went to the ruck. Finally, it's picked up by Glendinning, and North Melbourne go back into attack. Little Atkins taps the ball on. Dill's grabbed. He's lost it. It's holding the ball against him. And the free kick will go to Jonas at centre half court, about 50 metres out from goal. There's the kick by Jonas. A long kick too. What a magnificent kick. Oh, what a beautiful goal by Jonas. A magnificent goal. It must have been 50 or 60 metres. Well, it just goes to show you, Lou, the value again of a long kick with the breeze. Well, we're pointing out the breeze is blowing to that end. It's a pretty strong one. Carlton didn't utilise it, but let's hope that North Melbourne do for their sake. Watch this kick in replay. That's a mighty long kick. It's gone through about post high. So North Melbourne now, 5 goals, 4-34 to Carlton, 2 goals, 1-13. 7 big lead from the Arden Street ground, 21 points the difference. North Melbourne lead by. Madden and Dempsey. Dempsey straight to Hodgman. To right half forward. Cracker has it knocked away from him by Austin. Almost had a chance to get it again. Jonas, takes it one-handed, beautifully done. Picked it up like a tennis ball. McCann on the boundary line. The hand pass in towards the goal square. A snapshot for the Kangaroos by Holt. And a goal. Well, I tell you what, Holt was more surprised. McClure off the ground, but Holt was more surprised than his teammates when he kicked that one, Peter. He has just come on, so a very good move executed by North coach Barry Cable. That was his first touch of the day, not just his first kick. And Holt putting it through for a very valuable goal to the Kangaroos. And look how Jonas picked up that one-handed as if it were a tennis ball. Good play on the part of McCann. Now, you watch this kick and he gets that amazed himself. I don't think he realised he kicked that goal, young fella. Look, he's that happy about it. 27 points the difference now in the second quarter. 40-13 in favour of the Kangaroos. Knocked away by Dempsey again. A chance for Ashman, but nobody's getting out of that one. And the umpire will ball it up. It's like an old-fashioned bounce from the 60s before they brought in the square, isn't it?
Very crowded. Dempsey again. Corcomelis sharks it back towards left centre wing. Getting underneath it, Glendinning traps it beautifully. The North Melbourne stylist in fine form, high ball to half forward.
And that's a kick back there, but marked by Corcomelis, one of the very few good Carlton players at the moment. He's out there on the wing position. A hurried kick back there towards Glendinning. He's pushed his teammate, opponent out that time, Mark Buckley. The free kick will go to Mark Buckley on that half-forward line. The kick is across there towards Ditchburn and Dench. Dempsey's there too. They all fly. It's Bazzusto losing control. Aspen goes out of the pack. Bazzusto in the thick of things. He tries to get a hand pass. Still in control of it. Finally, it's out there to Law. He's grabbed, can't get rid of it. Umpire said it'll be a baller. It'll be a ball up. Had no hope of getting rid of that. It was held to him. A ball up about 35 metres out from the Carlton goal. Dempsey got the knockdown. Aspen had a fresh air shot, and the umpire's going to ball it up again to make it more congested. 6 goals, 440 North Melbourne to Carlton 2, 113. North Melbourne kicking with a strong breeze in this second quarter. Knocked out by Fitzpatrick. Marcou's grab. Tapped on again by Madden. A chance here now for Ditchburn. He's grabbed a hand pass coming back there. Umpire said he threw it.
Threw it before he punched it.
Okay, a throw against him and the free kick to go to David Dench. Everything going North Melbourne's way at the moment as the ball goes out there to Glendinning and Buckley. It's Glendinning knocking it down. Good play by Demetrio. But he's gone without the ball. This gives Buckley a chance. He goes down. His hand pass is over there to Mail. He's pulled down. Now it's turned there by Dill. Going through. They're all fumbling at the moment as Abernathy finally gets a kick down there. And Cracker missed that one completely. Well, there's plenty of fumbling going on as we see a chance here for a free kick to North Melbourne. It'll go there to HOLT, I think it may be. Yes, it'll go to HOLT. He was grabbed when he didn't have the ball, and well, I don't know about that. So as I said before, everything running North Melbourne's way at the moment. He's only about 15 to 20 metres out directly in front. Oh. And he shredded that one through for another goal. So North Melbourne move on to 7 goals, 46 points to Carlton, 2 goals, 113. Well, when you're hot, you're hot, and when you're not, you're not. That was his second goal within a matter of 3 or 4 minutes, HOLT.
Well, very good move, as I said, by Barry Cable. It looks even better now when Holt's got 2 goals to his credit from his first 2 kicks.
Plenty of fumbling going on down there by both sides, Pete. I didn't know who was picking it up.
8 minutes have gone in the second quarter. Sevens big league from the Arden Street ground. North Melbourne lead by 33 points, and that's a more than useful lead. Ashman up to half forward. Marcoux seemed to get into the back of Ramsey, and that's how the umpire has seen it. He'll take the free kick, centre half back. Very good player in the first quarter. 9 kicks so far. McCann, the opportunist, left centre wing, tries for the handball to Jonas. Dool is there. Probably had the better of that duel, Bruce Dool. Out to Bortolotto, who runs straight into trouble. Oh, bad handball. Abernathy gives it over and turn to Kelly. High towards left half forward, and it's out of bounds before HOLT can pick it up. It will be a throw-in. Almost in the forward pocket for North Melbourne. McCann and Bortolotto. English right across goal with a wobbly punt kick. Demetriou should be first to get there. He's pretty fast. Marcazani beats him and out of bounds. So that ball traversing the full width of the Arden Street ground. Neither side really gaining much, although I suppose it's in the what we term the non-scoring pocket here at North Melbourne. Knocked away by Fury. Atkins's kick is high, close to the boundary line, and it's marked just inside it, though, for Carlton by English. Was one of Carlton's best players last week against Hawthorn, very solid in defence. That's not a great kick, picked up by Demetriou, who hasn't done much wrong so far today. HOLT has it knocked away by Southby, who looks for the mark, grabbed too high, and he'll take the free kick for a tackle that was too high, and Southby plays on. 33 points the difference in favour of North Melbourne. The ball out there to Hunter. He takes the mark there at half back. Hand pass coming over there to Corcomelis. He's grabbed, he's lost it, pushing the back. He could have been lucky that time. Stopped him though, Lou.
But the free kick was there against Fury. And Corcomelis takes that free kick out there on the centre wing position. Up there towards half forward. Glendinning flies, couldn't hold the mark. There's Ramsey, a very good player in defence. Back it goes to McCann, but that in position there that time was Austin to take a mark there at half back. Carlton under tremendous pressure at the moment. In front of the pack that time was little Aspen, takes a great mark. Left wrist a very heavily bandaged, over to Corker-Mealis, back to Ashman again, a running shot for goal. It's a long kick, it'll fall a bit short, will it roll the distance? I think it might, as he touched, he forced it through for 1 point. So luck not running Carlton's way at the moment. 7 goals, 4-46 North Melbourne to Carlton 2-2-14. And we're just on the 11-minute mark of the second quarter. And the ball out there wide, and that's a mark to Kelly it is. Kelly with the mark out there at half-back. 15-metre penalty. Now North Melbourne playing top football. There's the kick to centre half forward. McCann stayed down, picked up by Dill. He lost it, it was grabbed. They're all missing at the moment. Terrible football out there at half-back for Carlton. As it comes out wide, another fumble. The ball comes a free kick. It'll be there to Abernathy. He was grabbed when he didn't have it, the umpire. So these players found a free kick. It'll go to Holt. A chance for his third goal. It'll be the 3 in succession. If he kicks this one, there it is in replay. Got to push out. Oh, could have been a bit technical.
Against Southgate, was.
It was a great mark by Hunter. Came down pretty heavily too, as we now watch Holt go for his third goal. 1 point, he's off target. So it's 2 goals, 2-14 Carlton to North Melbourne. 7 goals, 5-47. Just over the 12-minute mark of the second quarter. Waiting for the ball to come back into play. I thought that was a bit harsh, that free kick against Southby, Pete.
Yes, I must agree.
Because it was a great mark taken by Hunter. Came down very heavily. It's when you get dirty on a free kick going against your team, when you take the mark like that, and you know you make a big sacrifice to knock yourself out. You watch this mark, and well, I don't know whether he's interfered with him or not. Waiting on Southby to bring the ball back into play. He's gone for a pass out wide, looking there for Harms, and he has no trouble in taking the mark, a little short of the back pocket position.
Harms to centre wing. In front, Kelly.
Well, they're out-marking them, out-tackling them, and outplaying them generally, aren't they, Pete?
They are indeed. Kelly's short pass. Knocked away by Ashman from McCann. Atkins is there, but a boundary throw-in will be the end result of that. On the old gasometer wing, erroneously named now. Well, both the big ruckmen were hanging on to each other. No free kick there. Back towards centre wing. Harms has got the ball underneath him, and no attempt made to get rid of it, and he will be penalised for holding the ball. In the last fortnight, I've noticed the umpires are right onto this. Free kick taken by Abernathy. It's a towering punt kick too. Plenty of distance in that. Almost a mark down there to McCann, but the umpire didn't pay it. Marquezani back to centre field. Buckley's the flyer at the back. Has 3 grabs, but no mark. Glendinning, clever knock on. North Melbourne go forward again. It's up towards half forward. Marquezani, well tackled by Demetriou, but gets his kick. Bounce beats Ditchburn. Another chance for Ramsey, who's probably North Melbourne's leading possession gatherer so far. Game number 250 for Keith Gregg, but he couldn't get that one. Hodgman gives it to him. Right centre wing. The pass of Keith Gregg gets him out of trouble. Back towards centre field. Harms grab with not in possession, and he'll take the free kick for Carlton. Looking for Marcoux, knocked away by Ramsey yet again. Doing a great job down there. Dempsey offloaded by Bazasto, who's almost caught. Leyland does the shepherding. They're running down in 2s and 3s now, Carlton. Marcoux from the boundary line could score. Steadies. A shot at goal. One behind. Deserved better. 7's big league, the scoreboard, 7-5 to 2-3.
Just on the 15-minute mark of the second quarter. And it's 32 points the difference in favour of North Melbourne. At the back is Cracker. Couldn't hold that one. He goes after, recovered well. He was grabbed, but umpire still called play, and he taps it beautifully over there to Kelly. Umpire still calling play on as he paid the free kick. Not trying to penalise North Melbourne. Kelly's kick is down there. Oh, Jonas dropped that one. Couldn't hold it. Dools grabbed, trying to get out the pack. Finally knocks it out. And Austin in the front there can't get clear. Plenty of fumbling still going on. The umpire's going to ball it up about 25 metres around from the North Melbourne goal. Listen to that Carlton crowd giving those umpires something out there. Knocked out by Bordelotto, and the ball is out of bounds again. Still about 20 metres around from the North Melbourne goal. Well, North Melbourne should go directly at these goals because this wind is very, very strong. We've seen a couple of long kicks here today, particularly the one by Jonas. Knocked out that time by Dool. Corkamilus in the thick of things. Finally punched out by Dool again to the boundary line. Austin's grabbed, but he's carted over the line, and the ball is out of bounds again. Well, there's a bottleneck down there in that forward pocket for North Melbourne. Neither side getting clear at the moment. Jonas got up very high. Kicked away by Mark Q and marked by Keith Gregg. Well, they've all come down to get a kick because there's only 2 players down on the Carlton forward line. That is Dench and Ditchburn. The rest are down there around North Melbourne's half forward line or down towards their full forward position. Keith Gregg from about 40 metres out. It's a long kick, and it's not a bad sort of a kick. Will it come around and up? It does. That's another goal. That's the order of the day for North Melbourne. Go for the long kick. So it's 8 goals, 5-53 North Melbourne. The Carlton 2-3-15. I don't know why these sides mess about with short passing and handball when they've got a breeze like this. You've only got to get the ball, Pete, on that outer side of the ground and kick it as long as you can.
We've seen 2 good examples of that,
that's right. We certainly have.
Jonas first of all, and then Keith Gregg. So they should be able to take a leaf out of the books of those 2 players. We're approaching the 17-minute mark now of the second quarter. North Melbourne 8-5 to Carlton 2-3. The reigning premiers in somewhat of a problem at the moment. Oh, he nearly had his head dragged off Fury, but the umpire said it was holding the ball.
Now, it was a free kick against the Fury for throwing it, Pete, before the other guy throwing it. I think at Hodgman, wasn't it?
Anyway, it's a Carlton kick. Malin takes it out towards half forward. Hunter.
I think they've got Hodgman Hunter down there on the half forward line to try and lift it a bit because it's hopeless at the moment.
Only 2 goals on the board to date from Carlton. Hunter tries a short pass. That really gained little, didn't it? And Johnston has it now almost in the identical position. A few spots of rain. That's a beautiful kick from Johnston into the breeze. Big pack sets itself. Jimmy Cracker, or rather Phil Cracker, goes for the defensive tactic of punching the ball through, and the end result is, of course, one behind. 8-5 to 2-4, 53 to 16. Dench. Wobbly punt kick with the breeze. Markazani in front. Almost marked that one. Down to Corkamilus. Scooped onto Marku. A short pass to no one in particular. Ramsey. Hodgman, or can't take it. Ditchburn's there. Back to Ramsey. Oh, slow, too high. It will be a free kick. Downfield, possibly.
Played a great game, Ramsey, Pete.
He would be probably North Melbourne's leading kick getter. 12 kicks so far for Ramsey. That's a fine effort in the back pocket, isn't it? Waiting at the back is Cracker. Gets grabbed by Hunter. To Atkins. Lost it. English. Kicked it the wrong way. A chance for Dool. Who's had the better of Jonas so far. A short pass. Ill-directed and taken by Holden, who decides to play on with a short pass. Luckily it goes to Glendinning. Past the head of Kelly. On towards Phil Cracker. He steadies. Long handball in towards Demetriou. Demetriou has shot at goal and he's missed it. Goodness me. From 15 metres out. So that makes the score 54 to 16.
19 minutes gone of the second quarter. North Melbourne still doing it very well. Ball back into play. This is a dangerous kick, but that's a good mark to Hunter. See, he's down there at half back. They've got him all over the place. That's how rattle they are at the moment, Carlton. Not even looking like a premiership side. At the back is Gregg. Should have been a free kick to Bazusto. Yes, he's found that. Gregg got into his back. Didn't attempt to go for the mark that time. He takes that free kick out there on the centre wing position. The kick falls a bit short, but that's a good mark taken there by Wayne Johnson. He's off. And we find he's clear now. The hand pass coming out. Not a good one. It's Malin and Keith Gregg going with this. Finally tapped out by Malin. Laws grab, gets a hand pass back. Plenty of latitude by the umpire. Mark Q with a hand pass to Johnson. This could be dangerous. It might come around enough. No, not enough. So the Blues can't crack a bit of luck at the moment. 2 goals, 5-17.
Johnston still limping slightly, Lou.
To North Melbourne 8-6-54. Ball back into play again by Dents. They all missed that one. Johnson again. A hand pass coming back to Wayne Hart. Oh, he's caught one that time from Glendinning. It'll be a free kick. And he takes the free kick out there on the wing position. Goes for a pass. It's a beautiful pass. Oh, it's too long, actually. Well, I thought it was a good pass. I think what happened there, Malin came too far forward and then had to double back. And, of course, he's missed it. It's out of bounds. A chance now for Dempsey and Fitzpatrick for this knockout. Actually, Fitzpatrick got it down to Marcoux. Finally, it comes out. Tapped on by Justin Madden over to Ditchburn. A snap for goal. Not a bad sort of a kick. And I think he may have kicked this one through. He has the goal. So it's 8 goals, 6:54 North Melbourne to Carlton, 3 goals, 5:23. And that goal coming up just on the 21-minute mark. There it is behind the camera behind the goals. Picked up by Ditchburn. A nice snap. Certainly getting away from Dent, but he's not getting many opportunities, Pete.
Well, he made the most of that one.
Centre bounce again. Dempsey against Fitzpatrick. Dempsey got another knockout. Pushed on by Bortolotto. Grabbed by Corker-Mealis. Back to Marcoux. Dempsey got another knockout. Pushed on by Bortolotto. Grabbed by Corker-Mealis. Back to Marcoux. He lost that one. He bounces on top of the ball again. Picked up by Hodgman over to Fury. This could be a goal coming up. He fires. And he's put it through for another goal. So North Melbourne come back with a pretty quick reply that time. 9 goals, 6. That makes them 60 points. At the moment, Carlton looking pretty ordinary. 3 goals, 5:23.
Well, 2 very quick goals. First to Ditchburn and then to North Melbourne through Fury. He's got a bit of class about him. Great shot. David Parkin, Carlton's coach, a little bit concerned at the moment. 37 points the difference on Sevens Big League. 60-23 at the 22-minute mark of the second quarter. North go into attack again through Demetriou. Looks for Jonas, finds him on the run at full forward. A shot by Jonas, slightly off target, one behind. Luckily for Carlton. So 38 points the difference now. And as we await Jeff Southby to bring the ball back into play again. And Carlton, of course, didn't make as much use of the breeze as we suggested they needed to in the first quarter. They're paying the penalty now. Dempsey with a long punch. Can't find Demetriou. It's just a little bit too wide for him. Into the defensive pocket here at North Melbourne. With the wind blowing from the northwest. Very hard to get it out of there. McCann in front. Ball booted into the open spaces. Demetriou shrugged one tackle, a shot at goal as he brought it round and up. He has. That's a beautiful goal from Andy Demetriou. North Melbourne really on fire at the moment. That's his first, and the scores now 10-7, 67 to 3-5, 23. Goal kickers for North Melbourne as we watch it again. Holt 2, McCann 2, and singles to Jonas, Fury, Greg, Demetriou and Fairley. A nice snap for goal by Corker-Mealis, and of course they're giving Carlton a football lesson at the moment, Pete. Demetriou got the Greeks mixed up here again. 23.5 minutes gone in the second quarter. North Melbourne giving Carlton a football lesson at present. No one getting clear of the centre circle, and umpire Glenn James takes the obvious choice, but to try again. North Melbourne supporters singing already. I think that's a little bit premature, especially against Carlton. Dempsey, beautiful ruck work. Bortolotto couldn't do much with it. Atkins, how did he get through there? Amazing, beautiful ball. On towards Kelly, left half forward, a snapshot by Kelly, going goal, and there's another one. What's happening at Carlton? 11-7, 73 to 3-5, 23.
And that's a lead of 50 points. And we're just over the 24-minute marker. This has been a sensational quarter by North Melbourne. They've put the champs right out of business. That's a great goal. And good play on the part of Little Atkins that time. Threaded his way through about 4 players to give that ball to Kelly, and he finally scored a goal.
On Sevens Big League, we're only a few seconds now from time on in the second quarter. 50 points the difference.
And Carlton will be pleased when this quarter's over. I'll bet your life on that. Umpire talking to Corker-Mealis and Fury. Of course, Corker-Mealis has tried his inside out, and so has the other Greek for North Melbourne. He's been a very effective player playing out there on the wing. Well, neither ruckman got that knockout. Finally, it comes to Bosustow. He's grabbed. Umpire said too high, and a free kick will go against Holden. The free kick to go to Bosustow at centre field. And to say that Carlton need a goal badly. That'll be the understatement of the year. The ball out wide. A bit of fumbling going on by Malin. We see Harms grab. Marquezani likewise. Corker-Millis runs into trouble. Out to Johnson. Another hand pass coming over to Fitzpatrick. A shot at goal. But he's off target. And it's through for 1 point. So Carlton can't do a thing right at the moment. 11-7-73 North Melbourne to Carlton 3-6-24. Ball back into play. Well, there's a beautiful pass coming out there to Demetrio. Demetrio balks Busasto beautifully down there towards the wing position. Ball punched on by Holden. Good play. Over there to Harms. He's grabbed by Abernathy, but he shrugs him off. A hand pass coming to Malin at centre field. He'll go for a long kick there looking for Ditchburn. But their Dench is in the way and he's got the mark.
Carlton player out.
Well, it looks as though it's Wayne Harms. He's been down as the ball goes back into play again out wide. And there's a good mark taken out there by Jonas. He'll bring Dool right back to that wing position. He doesn't waste any time. He goes for a pass, looking there for Abernathy. He's grabbed. English gets a bit too high onto his back, but they grab him. He can't get clear. The umpire said it'll be a free kick against Abernathy. The free kick to go to Bortolotto. Harms may have been winded. I noticed that his left thigh's pretty heavily bandaged too. The ball back into play again. Knocked on that time, or wasn't actually knocked on, was marked there by Marcoux. Marcoux's kick is across the centre half forward. Ditchburn flies, he goes down, but the umpire's found a free kick for interference. Well, they couldn't work that one out. Rather a confusing decision, that one. There it is in replay. Well, we'll leave it to you. Ditchburn about 40 metres out directly in front, and he's already kicked 1 goal, and Carlton have only kicked 3. Kick by Ditchburn. He's off target and through for another point. So it's 11-7-73 North Melbourne to Carlton. 3 goals, 7-25. Not looking good at all, Carlton, at the moment, Pete, are they?
Well, that's another understatement. 8 goals the difference. 48 points between the two sides. Nice long kick. Sees the ball at centre wing. Taken by Ken Hunter. Dummied the handball. Beautiful smother there by Law. Sees the ball over the boundary line. And winning applause not only from Ross Glendinning, but also from the North Melbourne supporters in front of us here at the Arden Street ground. Madden and Dempsey. Knocked down by Madden. Can't find a rover readily, though. And umpire Morgan will ball it up. Probably hear the wind through our microphones. It's quite strong. Dempsey and Madden again do the ruck work. Umpire Morgan has found a push out. It's going to Big Madden, and he will take it left half forward flank. Glendinning goes up, so too does Ditchburn. Ditchburn wins out.
He's played a fair game considering the amount of opportunities he's had, Pete.
Hasn't had too many. 6 kicks to Ross Ditchburn. One of those resulted in a goal. It was a fine right foot snapshot. Let's see what he can do with this one. Drifting off target again, so another behind to Ditchburn. 1-2 he's kicked now. As we await the ball to come back into play through David Dench. Certainly having his work cut out, as did Kelvin Moore last week. Ditchburn proving pretty elusive up there at full forward. Short pass to Carlton. He couldn't take it. Shepherded by Demetriou. That gets him out of trouble. Tries to get it to Glendinning effectively, ultimately. Demetriou, probably North Melbourne's best player in this quarter. Back to Crazy Horse Carlton. Up to left half forward again. Bortolotto on the shoulder, says umpire Glenn James, and it will be a free kick taken for Carlton by English. Looking for Fitzpatrick. Knock on by the skipper. Sees Mark Buckley. Back to Ashman, who fumbles unaccountably. In goes Carlton. It's pretty untidy stuff out there. No one making any headway. We'll see a bounce.
Score at the moment, 11-7-73 North Melbourne to Carlton, 3-8-26. And we're at the 25.5-minute mark of this second quarter, and it's been North Melbourne all the way since the start of this game. Well, picked up by Holden. They can't get the ball away from the pack, Carlton, at the moment. The little men have been really swamped as we see Dill go for the boundary line, and he's put it out. So that was a pretty safe kick on the part of Bruce Dill. The ball out of bounds on that centre wing position. North Melbourne kicking with a strong breeze. And they've kicked, 7 goals for this quarter to Carlton's 1, 2. Grabbed off the pack that time by Wayne Harms. The ball driven over the half-forward line, looking there for Johnson. Punched away by Law. He lost the ball altogether, Johnson, that time. It comes back here again to Johnson. A hand pass coming to Marquezani. A snapshot of goal, a short kick. Oh, it's a Marcoux, and he kicks a goal very easily here. And that's Marcoux's first, and of course it's Carlton's fourth. So the score at the moment is 11-7-73 North Melbourne to Carlton 4-8-32. And that goal coming just over the 30-minute mark of this last quarter. There it is in replay. Johnson in plenty of trouble there, couldn't get clear, but finally it comes back again. And it's picked up by Marcazzani, and I thought he was having a shot, but it was a short pass and a good easy mark there to Marcoux. Centre bounce again. The difference is, what, 41 points in favour of North. Knocked out by Harms. He shepherded Dempsey out that time, and Dempsey takes the free kick. Oh, that was a foolish play on the part of Dempsey. A 15-metre penalty against, well, I reckon the umpire should have let it go because Dempsey played foolish football. There was a driven up there by Abernathy. Oh, great mark to little Atkins. That was a